First of all, there are a lot of basic reports, not basic only, but high level reports also, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
that are already provided by SAP in the learning management itself. Okay, that we can fetch through our reporting tool in the learning management. So there, almost everything that we need is already there.
Is this a new UI? Looks different.
For how? Yeah, now it's opening like this. Otherwise,
Yeah. So you'll be showing me SQL or something like. Okay.
Yeah. First, let's talk about the basic one, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's start from this, the basic one. Then we'll talk about the the PRD one. Okay. Now, so what all we can do through our report, we can save our report.
Mm-hmm.
When I say save means whatever we have done, we can save it there. We can run the report and we can also schedule a report. Schedule means I can say, okay, every Monday, every Tuesday, or whatever day that report will be triggered, will trigger to you.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to fetch it. Yeah. It's very simple. There is one option called report here under our admin part, wherein we will go and we will write it. Either we will write it or mark it as a favorite, and we will be able to see this report. Okay. Okay. So there we go. We go under the report wherein we will have our saved report. Saved means whatever we have created. We have saved it. We'll be able to fetch it, and either we will run a report and report job. Whatever schedules that we have run, we can do it. So first of all, let's go and see the saved report. Saved reports are nothing. Once you enter specific report criteria, you can create a saved report. And access and run it without entering the filtering options. Means you almost selected a few fields and you created your own report. Created means not from the scratch, but things are already there and you just added those columns and stuff like that. Yes, like we have, let's say, if I say I have done one item and I want to run a report for item, so item will say the item ID, item name, start date, end date, and I don't want the let's say the commercial part to be included, so I will exclude it. Something like that we have processed. Okay.
Okay.
So it says save report are located under the save report tab and are specific to your admin account, meaning that save reports are not shared among admins in the system. A save report is very similar to save search in the SAP SuccessFactors Learning. Only the admin who creates the save report is able to create. Clear? This is generally a question in your learning learning management certification also. Okay, this part. Right? Will the learning admin will have access to fetch the saved report. Yeah. Now the report job tab lists the current background report jobs which have been scheduled to run in the background. It is best practice recommendation to schedule large reports to run during time of the day when the system is less busy. So generally in the night we run this. Okay. This is just like schedule, like the background job that I did. So I go to a report, I clicked on it and I started, scheduling. Like when, all the time. Is it a scheduled or executing? No, all the time. And I saved it. So it says the maximum time for report to run is 24 hours and the maximum file size will be 5G. Note that the system will return a validation error if it determines that the report job would exceed either in any one of them.
Okay.
Additionally, these report jobs may be found on the system management background job screen in the system of report. So like just you go to report and run for the background job. That's the scheduler, I would say. Okay, now identifying the reporting section. Once an admin clicks the report name to run a report, they will see that each report is divided into two main sections: formatting. Getting it?
Two main section, formatting and criteria. I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't see. I'm not
No,
sure.
no. Format is like how you want to actually format, like in XML,
Oh, okay.
PDF. Right?
Okay, got it.
The top section of run report screen contains the following format options: run report, running history, this, and here you choose the format.
Okay.
In which format you want to run this report. Modify the report title, header, and footer. Okay. Determine the report destination, where it should go, like FTP and SFTP, which generally we use most of the time in Successfactors. Determine the report format. At the last, either it will be a CSV, HTML, PDF, or XML. So XML is what rarely used, may not be available for all reports. Import the data into a database and for troubleshooting a report.
Okay.
Mostly we use this to open data in the spreadsheet format in an application like Microsoft Excel, or import data into a database. Although CSV reports typically output and comma separated value, admin have the option to choose a different dilemma. HTML view result quickly in a browser window, and at the end PDF, print, save, and email the report. These all 2-3 questions were from, part were coming from the certification part. You can check how many formats are there. They will give you these many options, or they will also use some more as well. Now, criteria. Each report displays its own specific criteria at the bottom of the run report screen. Here, the admin may search for and select the values of the entities that the report uses to generate its result. Like mask user ID. You want to run a report, but you want to mask the user ID. Why? You don't want to field. For security reason, the system can mask the user ID, so it displays a series of asterisks. Check the checkbox to hide the ID.
Okay.
Case sensitive search. If you click on that, unless the exact number or spellings are not maintained or given, system will not show you the report. Page breakdown between record means if there are plenty of information, it will break out the page if that is required or not, and filter by criteria. Some fields in the report go pages contains a filter by criteria link. When you click the link, the page opens that contains multiple fields in that. For example, you can return to the set of users who are in the job location. So you just choose a particular job location. You want that for these people only the report should run.
Where can I search for which one? Job location. Under user or user status? This says filter by criteria. Where is the criteria listed here?
Yeah, so it says some filters. Oh, I didn't get your question.
It says that filter by criteria. Where is it on the image on your right? Okay. Showing the criteria.
Sure.
Which one?
I'll show you. First of all, this is one criteria. The mask ID. It is case sensitive. These are all things. When you run a report, let me.
I want to know which is the one to say that you can select based on Washington, DC.
Yeah, this is the filter. Once you go there, see, they have started maintaining the filter. When you go enter into the report, it will ask for create filter.
Okay.
Yeah. So here they said, I want to run this report for managers or a particular manager. This is 190, let's say any ID or something. So first of all, they are showing through the managers. Like if you are saving a report to be run at a later time or schedule a report to run on the recurring basis, you may want to report it dynamically, update the filter. In the situation, you must have criteria of the field search instead of selecting results. So first we will set up the criteria. When I go into that, when you start running a report, search for a report, it will ask for the criteria. What criteria do you want to access? Or based on what criteria you want to run the report. Getting me? When you go into, for example, Chase wants to run a report on all the Marcus of subordinates. This is a criteria, the manager. Not getting me? Just like you asked for location, Chase wants to run a report for one manager called Marcus Hub.
Okay.
Okay, this is one criteria that you should throw all the reports regarding Marcus Hub subordinate. Chase filters the user search using Marcus Hub as manager. Okay, so using Marcus Hub, I click on Mark and then select each of the subordinate IDs. The moment I click on managers, they will select all the IDs. What happens if Marcus is assigned another subordinate next week? Chase would have to search again and add the new subordinate to the filter in order to include him or her in the report. An easier method and one especially useful is you are going to save the report and run it later or set the report to research. Would be to search for the users who have Microsoft as their manager. Okay. So again, a criteria they have said. Search filter allow the admin to specify which data the report should include in its output. For example, in the case we want to run a learning history report for all users who report to one or two managers. So we will do that. So we go to learning history report, click the filter by criteria icon that is like this.
Okay.
If necessary, click add remove criteria to add the manager search filter into the search screen of the display and search criteria pop-up window. So this is simple. I mean, you just go to the report, you click on this typical, icon that is a filter criteria, and you select whatever you want to filter.
Okay. Understand.
Submit filter information. So it was quite there. Even when you run an item, there also we have some criteria filters. Select the manager's checkbox and click select the manager search query display. So I selected that and I have that here added. Click on submit manager. See. To create the filter, click the filter by criteria at the end of the manager search. This one.
Okay.
It will ask for their ID, name, whatever, how you want to search it from.
Okay. So which means the option I just go to the ad and create options for me to select which option I want to display.
The moment I click on that typical icon, that is the first filter, system will throw you all the name of the manager.
Okay.
Anything. So if you don't know the manager's ID, enter search criteria in the last name and first name.
Okay,
for example, enter Smith in the last name. Okay, so all the Smith will come. Select the checkbox. So I selected this Carl Smith. Click add to filter. The moment you add it, here that person will be added.
Okay.
Submit. That means
Understand.
there are two filters. Can you see the icon? That means one is chosen. You can modify this filter by clicking the filter icon again. If I want, I can go and click on it.
What is the difference between what is the blue and the one that is white filter?
Okay. This is to give you options.
Okay. This is the option. Okay.
Clear. Or you
And
can
clear.
clear the filter by clicking. So
Only
whatever
the blue.
you have chosen, let's say I chose 10 managers only. And I want to again filter it out or select or deselect from those people. I mean, remove those people from that list only, the 10 people. Then I'll go from this white one. If I want to go and search for wider audience or everyone, I will go to the blue one.
Oh, so if I click the white one, will everything will be clear then?
Correct.
Okay, understand. Thank you.
Like submit criteria to submit the criteria to make the search dynamic. You are returned to the original report and blah blah blah. Simple thing. You click on it. Running report in SuccessFactors learning. How you want to run. Find the report you want to run. You go to report. Of course, learning activity. When you go to report and you find the report, you search that report. If the report is a member of report group, report that runs the same query but whose results are grouped differently. Means I want to run a report that gives me information regarding all the departments. So let's say I have 2-3 reports that we have created. If the report is a member of report group, click the expand icon. I don't see that here, that screenshot, but let me show.
What is it? I don't understand here.
No, the icon is not there shown. Maybe in the next page it is there. I'll show you. It just says the find the report. First of all, you have to find the report which you want to actually run. Right? Then, if the report is a member of report group is what? Like, I want to run a report for department. Now, my company is live into let's say 5 or 7 countries. Okay, every country has their own department report. But on a company level, what my company did, they grouped all the reports there. So all the department related reports are a part of this group or are available here. Okay. So that is called group. Why? Because in one way or one place, you can find all the reports that are equally, I mean, related to each other. Like you have some query, but those whose results are grouped differently. Most of the reports results are same. Like in department, you will find most of the information same for each country. But you have just did what? You grouped a report called, let's say, department report. Under that, all the reports from all the countries are grouped. Okay. When you find the report that you wish to run, click its title to open the report run. Contain the report. Simple. You just click on the report. Maybe in the next page it is shown. I'll show you. Okay. Enter the criteria to provide the report. Simple criteria again that we just saw that okay, just add it. I mean, add all the filters or anything. After formatting and other options have been determined, click run report to run the report immediately in the format you choose. If you select browser, the report display in a separate browser window. If local file was selected, you must first save the file to a local drive before you. Simple. I mean, I just click on it and run reports. Automatically, system will ask where do you want to save it. In my folder, I mean, in my desktop, I will just say. Otherwise, I'll leave it. Administrators need to be aware that if you leave all filtering option blank, you could create a report that is too large. So ideally, you should only run what you want. If you don't, it will say it is too large for someone. Okay. Running reports in learning. Okay. For published report, these options are usually available to the most of the admin roles. Run report to run the report immediately. Okay. save report. Of course, we saw it. We can save
Yeah.
a report that we have created.
Correct.
Or schedule job that I told you earlier, that okay, you will schedule it. Okay, I am creating it right now, but this needs to be scheduled that every Monday or Tuesday you will receive it.
Mhm. This one interesting. How do you know whether we have this report designer?
Oh, this is extra license that you require.
Oh, you have to purchase
And
it. Oh,
yes, when you see the PRD, that is the SQL that I was talking about, SQL.
so we need to purchase this in order we can do the
It means you
customization.
have to just get the license. Custom reports are modification to
Yeah.
reports using
Okay.
PRD. When they are
Mm.
imported into LMS, they may be run before they are published. The option to save and schedule will not be available until the report has been
I mean,
published.
public. So someone had to buy the license. Okay.
Correct. Click on it. It's a very commonly run report. Okay, rosters is what this is also very important. Actually, rosters.
Yep.
One report that admin runs in the class roster report, formerly known as the schedule offering roster report,
Correct. Yep.
or the sign in the sheet. The class roster report returns class details, including item title, time slot, date, time, instructor location, and other everything. Based on that, you can run a particular report.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, this report doesn't have the email of the user. You don't. Yeah, I noticed they don't have the user email. Not sure why. If you see the report itself, it doesn't show.
Yeah.
If you click again the next page, it doesn't show you the email address.
Which one? Sorry.
Yeah, if you see the diagram, it doesn't show you email address of the user.
Yeah.
They only show you the username, but not the email address.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we edit any of this roster? Oh, we can't, right? If you need to edit, we need to have the license, right? Okay.
No, the class roster you can. The PRD one you need to have license to. So the
Sorry.
PRD is the online report that you need to actually adjust based on your requirement. All these reports only.
But if I want to edit the roster, I can't edit also, right? To edit the roster here, which is showing now the class roster,
Yeah, you
I
can
have
do
to
it from
use.
here. If you go to the roster from here, I mean in reports, you do it. See, expand your group, click the report link. Here from here, if you want, you can make the changes, you run it. Class, let's say exact, you run it.
Yeah, but I cannot change the content, right? I
No,
cannot say
no.
I want to add. That's what I meant about
Yes,
changing. So I cannot say I want to add a department here because
yeah.
currently it's showing username, manager, signature, date. But example, I want to, what is the department name? I can't.
Correct, correct. No, no.
Okay. So you cannot. Okay.
No. Okay. Simple. You navigate to reports, enter history in the search, and check the user management. So this is another kind of report, learning history. See, learning history. Click submit and stuff like that. You just
Similar. Yeah.
provide, you just provide all the details, run it. You will see everything.
This one I know. Okay. Simple.
Yeah, it's very simple. Schedule run a recurring report. Simple. You go to that report. You say when do you want to actually schedule it.
Okay.
So you just give all the times and everything, like Monday, Tuesday, whatever. Schedule background job.
Oh,
You
okay.
say click on it. So it should run weekly when every Sunday.
Okay,
You can
understand.
choose the date, or if you say monthly, you choose the date, time, and everything you define from here. Okay.
Okay. All right.
In the example, the report runs, okay, simple time frame, Sunday by 12 EST, and send copies of the report markers in place. Admin may only be able to schedule reports to run during the predetermined available time slots. Click on this and stuff. When is report designer necessary? Why it is asking or telling you this? Why? Because 99 or 95% you don't need it, the PRD.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you will not be working on it, the consultants will be working on it, but 95% of the time you don't need any new report or modification. Most of the reports that are needed are actually covered by SAP itself or provided to you itself.
Yeah, correct. But the information, the insight in the report that they've given us is not what we wanted.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's the thing. But we cannot edit.
Correct.
Yeah.
It says there are many out-of-the-box reports that may be useful to customer without modification to the report. Most reports may be filtered by using advanced searching. So that's what we saw. We just filter it out and find what we needed.
Okay.
However, if it is necessary to add additional search criteria or output field to an existing report, an external tool called
Correct. Yeah.
Report Designer may be
Designer.
used.
Yeah. It's the output field that I wanted the additional, which they don't have.
Yeah, so Report Designer also known as Plateau Report Designer, that is PRD,
Okay.
as powered by Bird. So if you see this Bird Business Intelligence
This is
Report
the
tool,
reporting tool. Okay. Okay.
this is very important.
Oh, it's a software.
If you have if you have some time somewhere, just go and look around about Bird. It is very important.
Okay.
It's a separated software program that may be installed on your computer of anyone who will be modifying the report. So that is the issue. First, you get the license and get this updated in your system, then only you can work on it.
Okay.
A report design administrator will need access to certain permissions, such as the ability to import, export reports, publish reports, and view and run the unpublished reports as well. And understanding of the tool SQL, structured query learning, that I was telling you.
Yep.
As well as the various database table to be of the LMS are required in order to be effective report developer. Okay, simple.
Okay, it says that there is a SAP SuccessFactor people analytics story. Reports now include data from SAP. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Where did you see that analytical story?
No, on the right hand side, it says that SAP People Analytics Stories report. Oh, included data. What is
this is what it says. Please note that SAP SuccessFactor People Analytics Story reports now include data from SAP SuccessFactor Learning.
Oh,
yes,
they have this report.
Yes, in the People Analytics. Yes. Some of the reasons customers needed to customize report in the past, such as adding, removing this, may be available as standard functionality in the People Analytics story.
Where is this People Analytics reports?
This is another module, People Analytical story. These are simple.
What is notable report?
Sorry.
What is this one? This one now you're showing me. What is notable means?
Notable means, I mean, few of the reports. I mean, how can I explain? Few of the reports that we mostly need.
Oh, okay.
Please note that these are the things like that. Like, please note these are the important reports. So notable means which should be actually using it.
I understand.
Reports by LMS features. Few of the notable reports are what? Item data list, curriculum data, learning, and stuff like that.
So these are some of the major ones that we should look into. Okay.
That's what I said. Most of the data will be available already. All these are nothing but the list of that. Save report and everything. Now, this is how the report runs. Very simple. You got to know about the PRD as well. The I would say online one that I was talking about. Of course, not the SQL right now. Let me show you something about the SQL. report designer.
Report designer. Okay.
Okay, from here, run export report from SuccessFactors learning, stuff like that. Locate the report.
Okay. Export it out.
How to install, how to configure and navigate to report designer.
Yeah, that's provided we have the must purchase it.
Now, running looking about the SQL also, you will have everything from the scratch, and that will lead you to the mastery. Data type, hosting, injection, everything, whatever you want to learn. This is stand for structured query learning. Why it is let's let you access the manipulated database. Means there are database and you can manipulate it.
Oh, okay.
Standard of American National leave it. Standard, but this standard there are no different version of. So that is the best part. You don't have any versions here. However, to be compliant with this standard, they all support at least the major commands such as, so you have to write, select, update, delete, insert, where these things like that. Using SQL in your website, RDMS example, select from customer. Try it yourself. You click on it. It says select from customer text. Yeah, whatever you write here.
Interesting. Syntax.
Now you have the list also. Below is the selection from the customer table. Okay.
Yeah, I think this is what they are using in LMS. Yeah.
You just use.
Well, let's go select all. Oh, select all the records. Oh, okay. So when it says select, that means it will select everything.
Yes. Yeah. So this is the one that I learned it from, but this is very important. Very. It starts from the intro. Okay, you can take a look at it, and if you want, you can learn everything in detail, like database and everything.
Wow.
With example. Okay.
Okay.